Alright guys, little talk here. Back in the day, and maybe a lot of schools still teach it this way, when we come up into this knee right position, right, we were kind of told, put your fingers in the sleeve like this and jerk up, and then you can hit that near side arm bar by just sliding in, lifting them all on the side, swing around and drop it. No one's going to ever let you do that, right? Really, anytime that you want to get an arm separated, you either need to create the circumstances where you are anchored in some way to get that arm free, or you got to get them to give you that opening, right? My leg in this case is much stronger than his arm, so he's going to be able to. I'm going to be able to separate it with my leg. When I get into these positions and I'm using my hips, again, my hips are a bigger mass. I've got my whole body behind it to separate that arm. One trick that we haven't talked about yet, and usually I'll do it from mount, is having that unhook getting as close under his elbow as possible, putting my fingers on the mat, and then little tiny walks down there to separate that elbow. So all those things kind of work. Now for this kind of near side arm bar, what's probably going to happen is maybe they've tried pushing on this several times and they've gotten burned. So maybe they might start reaching out. A lot of times what's going to happen, like there are escapes where somebody might try to get on their side and then extend out and they're going to try to post this and grab onto my thigh. The reason for that is, like, if I wanted to, I can come back here, I can drop in and I can go for a knee bar. There's breaking sticks here, there's ankle locks and whatnot. So there are things that I can do from here. So he might, keep his elbow in tight, try to push off here, and try to prevent that back step with this leg. So if he's holding on to that, I might pop this off, right, for just a moment. I'm actually going to pop it off this way. I want it on this side. And I'm going to bring my leg over the top, and then I hook. And if you recognize this is that bicep slicer. We're just hitting it from the other leg. So they've extended their arm out. I'm not trying to separate their arm with my arm, because that's not a winning battle for me. I'm going to come back, reestablish my side control, widen my base, push my legs out. Okay? So again, be very, very careful with that one. So if they are doing something like that, I might be able to grab their wrist and pull it straight up. What I want to do at this point is I'm going to slide in, trying to get my heel in as far under his armpit as possible, trying to keep him up on his side. So I'm pushing him to kind of roll that direction. Now I just swing my leg around. Same deal. Okay? Heels in, boots on, knees together. Alright, so again, I somehow got up to knee, right? We've covered that injury several times. He's extended his arm out somehow. I might try to scrape this, but again, now my leg's in the way. So a lot of times it's going to be his impulses of extending that's actually going to give me this, not necessarily me pulling up. So I'm going to still have the hand on the hip, pull that up, because he's extended out this way. So I've released that grip. I'm going to slide, trying to push him as far on the side as I can. Come down, boom, pinch my knees together, and break that arm. Alright? So that's going to be your near side arm bar from that knee right position.